Yo, what up there, people in Twips? Is that guy? Today's video, I'm looking here at Aaron B. Sharon. I did just make this video, and unfortunately it crashed and I lost it. So I might not have as much enthusiasm going this time around, but let's make sure we stay tuned, stay subscribed. This is the best in not a lot of content. Now, I have been on Aaron B. Sharon's channel before. I wish I got here sooner, because unfortunately Aaron has cut his locks off 7 months ago, but luckily he did record us his journey of almost 2 years. So let's get right into this video. Aaron B. Sharon, we can see right off the bat biracialness. He's got the tam going on, mixed hair, black and white. With hair like this, I find that it's a really good texture to start growing your freeform locks from. It's got that loose knit curl pattern that's actually going to tighten up quite well, and honestly all he has to do is just stop combing his hair and just wash and go from this point forward to see some real progression in these locks. And you don't normally see progression until 6 months really into the game, but with Aaron's hair texture, he's seeing progression honestly within the first month. You can notice some of these curl patterns starting to tighten up and to lock into themselves. His crown is quite blessed to have hair like so that locks pretty effortlessly, to be honest. Like a guy like this, to see him retwisting or interlocking his hair doesn't make no sense, because his hair is naturally going to lock up together really well. Some people's hair not so much, but it still will work over the years. You just got to give it years before you really start to see the difference in locking. And at this point we can see that congos are already happening. And between this first tier of curls, it's going to congo into a second tier, which will congo into like a third tier of just thicker dreads. 3 months into the journey, not too much progress on the length, but we are starting to see some of the locks forming together a lot easier than they were before. At this point, his locks are very baby-like, very light and fluffy, definitely not matured and solid just yet. That does take quite some time to get to that point. So for the first little while, your locks are going to be fluffy and light like this. A lot of congos happening on the back and on the sides. Pretty sure he played this video here in reverse, but you can see how the finger locks are starting to happening, and the dookie wicks are starting to form as well. They're kind of inevitable when you're free-forming. You just gotta embrace them as much as you can. Here we're going into 4 months dread journey at this point, and even at 4 months you can see a lot of progression that most people won't normally see at 4 months. The sun has already started to discolor the tips. They are starting to mature and to fall down. They're gaining some weight. It's always cool to see the progression of these locks over the years. Had I wish he kept with them? Oh yeah, for sure. But everyone has their time and place when they want to come and cut their locks. So this video here, freeform dreadlocks at 12 months, really the point when we're going to start to see the most progression, and yet that has become the truth here, as we can see his locks now very mature, very thick, no frizzies. They've all been kind of taken in, and the locks have tightened up into themselves. Just to think that those curls that were light and fluffy have turned into these heavy, thick dreads. It shows you just how much time you got to wait and put into yourself in patience and when you're locking up. The tips here, that there were finger locks happening, but a lot of them have kind of blunted themselves together. This will happen over time. I just feel that his hair accelerates a lot quicker than most people. Not really sure why. He's in Florida. That could help out. He's got the sunshine and the water, salt water air to kind of help him in the progression. But definitely turning out to be quite a set of locks here at 1 year. And he's embracing the frizzy hairs on top, not trying to crochet hook those in either. This was a cool video here at almost 2 years. Almost 2 years at this point. He's actually kind of looking like Drake a little bit here. It's funny how mixed people just look like other mixed people. Imagine Drake had dreads. That'd be insane. This is basically the Drake with dreads right now. Thickness on the side here. I noticed that the locks on the side of the nape like that get really thick. I also noticed that he has been tapering the back of his neck here as well. Kind of just giving off a cleaner look for the nape. But at this point here, mad length happening, mad weights, mad thickness, no interlocks, no manipulation, no retwisting. Definitely is the way to go with the dread game. I think it teaches you the most about yourself and the most about patience and the most about confidence in this manner as well. So, I mean, all good stories always come to an end. And Aaron B. Sharon did make his debut dreadlock freeform finale. Unfortunately, he decided that he's going to cut off his locks. Everyone has their time, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you film it when you do it. And I'm thankful Aaron did, because this is a big milestone in his life to cut off your first dread. You go through so many years with these things, you go through so much trying to fit in yourself with them. To cut them off is a kind of a relief, but also kind of depressing. I have heard stories about dreads holding negative energy over time. If you're living a really negative life, it's going to kind of hinder yourself and stay locked up. Hence why they call them dreads. Lenny Kravitz went through this, why he cut off his locks. And I've heard of other people doing it for the same reason. Not to say that I really believe in that, but I can see why people kind of divvy-divvy that way. Because let's say you're harnessing mold in your dreads and you don't know it's there, that's going to bring in negative energy, I feel, because the mold is just going to keep on growing and making you feel shittier about your locks. So it's something to think about. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's actually funny going from a Drake lookalike with dreads, now he kind of looks like The Weeknd without his dreads. Mixed people just look like mixed people, but that is the big dookie wick on the back that I notice will start to grow. I have one of those as well. Definitely loving, embracing the big thickness of those locks. But the feeling of scissors going through your dreads is like nails on a chalkboard to me. The sound, the feeling of it, like I did not like it at all. But you got to go through with it. A lot of people don't have to cut their locks. You could comb them out if you have the patience and you want to take a few days to just kind of sit there and put conditioner through your hair to take it out. But honestly, the easiest and best way is just cut them off. Girls, guys, all of you, just cut them off if you're going to cut them off. Don't have to sit there and condition them out. Better yet, don't even cut your locks. Just keep them well, keep them clean, keep them forever. But anyways, I'm going to sign off. This is Aaron B. Sharon. Thanks for hollering. Thanks for requesting this video. And Aaron, hopefully you grow your dreads back soon. One day, bro. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. One love. Not Nation salute. Go check out my daily vlogs. I'll see you over there. Peace.